Today, our instructor is Mr. Michael Huggins. On Money Mondays, we get to hear from Michael, and here's a guy that he is such a powerhouse. He is a force to be reckoned with. He is just someone who has taken control of his life. He turned it around. It's running in a completely different direction than he ever imagined when he was a younger man, in his teenage years, let's put it that way. He's still a young man. At any rate, Michael is with us today, and we're going to follow him to success. Michael, good morning. How are you, sir?
Morning, Ron. Good morning, everyone else. Welcome to Money Monday. Happy to have everyone here. Let's jump right into it. We got just a couple more weeks before our national starts. And like Ron said, life-changing times. This is going to be exciting. So we had a really productive week last week. Lots of people showed up to events last week and last Saturday. So now what do we do, right? And for those of you who have events this Saturday, what exactly are we taking our people through in order to get the sales, make the changes that we're looking to make? You know, sometimes people get motivated by the sale, making the money. Some people get motivated by adding a new team member, right? Growing the team, making the group larger. Other people are motivated just by that individual conversation and just knowing that you're actually helping somebody. So whatever it is that's motivating you, we still got to do certain steps in order to make sure that we're getting where we want to go. So at the end of our meetings, let me cover this real quick. I'm going to share my screen here. At the end of the meetings, we want to make sure that we're saying just some very basic stuff, but it'll still give you a predictable outcome. And we've been working with this with some of the Salt Lake team members, and it's been working out awesome. So let's share it with you. Sharing. There we go. Flipping. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Follow-up script. So this is easy. You will soon learn to say this in your sleep. But this is a very easy script. Okay. So at the end of our meetings, whichever meeting you've gone to, house tour, cash flow, nationals, everywhere in between, I want you to say this first question. So, what did you like best about what you saw tonight? One of the keys is being the best. What did you like best about what you saw tonight? Not what'd you think, not how'd it go, not what'd you like. It's close, but we want them to answer the questions that we make up. And one of those questions is, what did you like best? Then they're going to tell us, when we ask that question, they're going to tell us an answer that's really just a few things. I like the study groups, I like the education, I like the community, I like the marketing plan. That's pretty much it. So then your next statement is, well, I guess we've got to get you, and then whatever they said they just liked. I promise, I've been saying this for years. I even said it last Thursday at our meeting. Someone said, someone said, I really like how many fix and flips you guys are doing. And then all I said was, well, I guess we got to get you doing fix and flips. Okay? Then they're going to say, yep. I'm going to say, well, great. We need to set up a one-on-one. Now, I'm my own advisor now. But, great. Well, we need to set up a one-on-one with my advisor. Are you available tomorrow afternoon? Now, I know some of you are going, well, why would we ask for tomorrow afternoon? when we're going to be doing the group follow-up the next day? Well, I would recommend you get your follow-up done in the one-on-one setting, if you can, before the group setting. Because then when they go in the group setting, they have more information. They felt like they've gotten that special attention. And when they're sitting in the group follow-up, they've pretty much already made the decision to buy. And what I see is those people sit in that room and sell other people, right? Another customer will have a question about, the packages or the pricing or something, and that guest will start answering it because they have their one-on-one. So that always helps. But also with your one-on-one, they will open up. Okay, they're going to open up a lot more about what's possible, what's holding them back in the one-on-one. Group setting, they still got to have their ego show up a little bit and protect them. So egos will go down a lot in one-on-ones. So great. We'll need to set up a one-on-one with my advisor. Are you available tomorrow or Saturday afternoon? Yes. Wonderful. Looking forward to it. Let me introduce you. Then this is where you go to your advisor, you introduce your guest to your advisor, and then you edify your advisor. And then your advisor, guess what? They will edify you. Okay? So let's try to avoid where we got all right, we got the 5-star, we got the IMA, we got the guest. And this IMA is introducing, and he says, "Hey, Mr. 5-star, I want you to check out my guest. My guest has done this and 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 this, and they're so cool, and they've done this and this and this too. Hey, guest, this is my 5-star. I like them." When you do it like that, what you're doing is you're giving the baton of power over to your guest. The guest now has a baton of power. With what you said and how you introduced your guest to your 5-star, your guest has all the power. They've accomplished this. They're this kind of person. They've loved it. And so not only have you passed the baton of power, but now the 5-star, you took away all the basic questions we were going to ask this person. Who they are and what they're doing, what they're up, what they showed up for, what they're passionate about, right? You got to give your 5-star the opportunity to ask those questions. But if you give an introduction that says, "Hey, this is my guest, and they've been in real estate for this long, and they have this business, and they're this, and they're this, and they're this, and they're this, and they're this," come on, that makes it too hard. You got to be a little more aware than that. You got to be able to reverse it and pass the baton of power to your 5-star, and then that way they can also ask a bunch of questions. "Hey, Mr. Guest, here's my 5-star. They've done this and this and this, and I like them for this reason, and they're so helpful here and here and here, and they're going to really help you understand the program. Hey, Mr. 5-star, this is my guest." Now he has the baton of power, and now your 5-star can also ask all the questions that they want to ask, including the first question, which is, "What'd you like best?" Now we're going to ask that question, "What'd you like best?" And he's going to say the same thing again that he said to you. And now he's reiterated it. It's made it a truth to him. Here's a little principle I want you to understand. Okay? If you say it, it's sales. If they say it, it's truth. Right? So this guest is going to tell me, they told you what they like best. Now they're going to tell the 5-star what they like best. And now they've said it twice. This is their truth. Right? We're not selling them on it. This is their truth. This is what they liked best. Okay, great. Let's stick with it. Okay, so now this IMA's been loaded up. They got the baton of power. And now we're going to ask this guy some questions. Hey, what'd you like best? You coming back tomorrow? When are we going to do a one-on-one? When are you getting started? I got a combo. Is that what you like best? I'm doing the marketing too. Is that what you like? Where are you from? What do you want to make? How much you paying taxes? What do you hate? What do you love? And now this person's got all this power. And what he could do is after he's asked a bunch of questions and we've set the follow-up, we're going to pass the baton of power back to you, the IMA. And we're going to say, man, I like this IMA because he shows up every time. She's watching her classes. She's a product of the product. She's helping out. She's doing this. He's doing that. And now we're building you back up, giving you the baton of power, passing it back over to you. We got the appointment set, and now you're in control. Reconfirm the appointment with your guest and move on. Next. Put it in the calendar. Next guest. Or next person, go find another guest whose 5-star isn't there and do the same thing for them. Hi, my name is Michael. Welcome. What'd you like best about what you saw? Oh, great. You're in great hands with this IMA. It's working out great, guys. This system is producing sales for people. If you do the opposite, though, it's going to make it an uphill battle. Okay, so now we're at the follow-up. We're passing the baton of power. Music is playing. Lots of people walking around. Lots of excitement. You got to stay focused. What if you're this IMA and 3 other IMAs come up to you and they're like, hey, guess what? I saw that you did blah, 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 blah. My question is, do you... Some of you guys might not get this question the first time I ask it, but let's study this question. Do you get paid to talk to IMAs? Do you get paid to talk to IMAs? No, you don't. You get paid to talk to guests. You get paid to help guests move through a system. But you don't get paid to stand in the hall and talk to IMAs. So one might draw a conclusion that if you're standing in the hallway talking to IMAs, that you have plenty of money. That your bills are paid. You've hit your goals. You're on your way to early retirement because you can afford to chit-chat in the hall. You can afford to, during the 2 hours of the week where we're spending the time making money, you're chit-chatting in the hall with another IMA. And you wonder why you don't make any money. You don't get paid to talk to IMAs. So if an IMA comes up to you, if they don't have a guest with them, say, let's talk after. Okay, IMAs come up to me on the Wednesdays and the Thursdays and say, Michael, I have a question. And then I say, good, me too. Is it about marketing? If they say no, then I say, don't ask me right now. All right, ask me at 10 o'clock after all the guests have gone home. Call me in the morning. But tonight, we're talking about guests. All the guests are here. We need to be talking to guests. Why are you asking me real estate questions? It's not that I don't want to help you with your real estate questions or your 5-star. It's that it's a time and place thing. Time and place. Now, obviously, there's nice ways and not so nice ways to tell people to get out of the hallway and quit talking to each other. But at the same time, like, we're not here to convince you to make money, right? As long as you're not detracting from us making money, I guess you could sit in the hallway and talk, but I don't think your spouse would appreciate that. You ready to go home? Hey, honey, how'd you do? Well, I didn't have any guests show up, but I talked to 93 IMAs in the hallway. And then she goes, oh, well, do you get paid to talk to IMAs? No. Right. It's important to build relationships. I get that. And there's so many guests checking us out that if you talk to an IMA when there are guests in the room, that is a lost opportunity. Okay, so let's get back to the script real quick. So you're going to go to your advisor. Go to your advisor, introduce your guests, and edify them. Then your advisor will edify you. Then you're going to say, so is this person is available tomorrow for a one-on-one at this date and time. Are you available at this time as well? And then we'll continue to edify you, the education and the community, and we'll get that appointment set. Remember here to be aware of your body language, your eye contact, smiling, enthusiasm, focused listening. Okay, very focused listening when it comes to this, because they're going to say certain things at the end of the meeting that you'll need to bring up at the one-on-one. Okay, certain things about their availability for time, their availability for money, their support at home, right? Some other motivating factors, like if they mention they have a kid and you've been listening, then you go, oh, I can help you with that because I was listening. I can show you this certain chapter in this class that will help you with your kid and how to pay him. So listening, eye contact, body language. Now, part of your body language is making sure your hands aren't fiddling around in your pockets, right? You're not like your suit coat. If you're wearing a suit, don't put your phone in your outside pocket and then play with it. Put your keys and stuff, right? Have your hands out. Have your hands out. Be gesturing. Be saying hi to people as they're walking by. Being enthusiastic as hell. As much enthusiasm as you can generate for 2 hours. Bring it to your weekly meeting, right? Your Tuesday night, your Wednesday night, your Thursday night. That enthusiasm is going to be huge. Okay. So this is it, over and over. Let's go through it again. So, what did you like best about what you saw? Oh, I really liked the breakout groups, the education, the community. Great. Well, I guess we got to get you started on the training. I guess we got to get you started on the education. I guess we got to get you started with those lines. I guess we got to get you started doing velocity banking. I guess we got to get you started referring people. I guess we just got to start getting you those $10,000 checks. All right, we just cover it. Okay. He says, yes, we do. Well, great. We need to set up a one-on-one with my advisor. Are you available tomorrow or Saturday or morning, afternoon? What do you got to do? They're going to pick the appointment. Yes, wonderful. Okay, I look forward to it. Let me introduce you to my advisor. Then walk over to them, introduce them, build up the baton of power, edify them. They'll edify you. They'll reconfirm the appointment. And then you're just all smiles. You are just all smiles. We got an appointment set, baby. Yeah. See, these follow-ups are easy. What if you have 7 guests, 8 guests, 9 guests in the room? Well, if you say this, it doesn't take very long. What if you're in the middle of this? You're right in the middle of this whole thing, and another guest comes up to you. So you're talking to one guest. So what did you like best about what you saw? And they tell us, okay, great. Sounds like we got to get an appointment. You open up your calendar and you're starting to set an appointment. And then another guest comes up to you and says, hey, are you Michael? Yes, I'm Michael. What's up? Hey, man, I got your invitation. This was a great meeting. And now I'm right here in the middle. I'm talking to 2 guests at the same time. Oh, shit, what do I do? One's interrupting. The other one, I'm halfway through the script. What's going on? What do I do? Finish the script. Finish the script. You say, hey, hold on 1 second. Oh, by the way, hey, new person, meet this new person. I'm just setting an appointment with them. And then let them know you're setting an appointment with them. Okay, appointment set. Then you turn back to the interrupted person. So what did you like best about what you saw? Same thing, over and over and over. What did you like best about what you saw? And then you just do it again. And you do it again and you do it again. Then if IMAs come up to you and they're like, hey, Michael, did you see that thing on the thing on the thing? Say, no, I'm busy talking to guests. Get out of my face. Talking to guests is what's going to make us all money. Talking to guests is what's going to grow the community. Talking to guests is what's going to continue to allow us to have study groups. If our community doesn't grow, we don't have study groups. We don't have study groups. It's not that much fun, right? Well, I mean, it's still fun on the weekly meetings if you have a guest. But what I'm saying is everything else that you're enjoying because of the community and benefits comes from sales. And so sales takes priority because everything else functions off of sales. So sometimes people are like, well, it's just all about sales on Thursday night. And what about relationship building? I get that every once in a while. And what those people aren't realizing is we're building relationships with the newest people. It's always about relationship building. It's just about who are you building your relationship with? The new guest or the IMA in the hallway that never brings anybody? Right? What do you want to put your attention and energy into? Okie dokie, baton of power. Remember, if you say it, it sells. If they say it, it's truth. Okay. Now, sometimes we'll be talking to our guests. Right? We got a new guest showing up. And we'll say that. What did you like best? What did you like best? And they're going to tell us, oh, I like the thing and the stuff and the thing. Okay, great. Well, let's get our appointment set. Okay, yes, we got the appointment. Now, this person's going to, wander around. If they don't want to leave yet, they're going to go talk to other people. Or maybe you hang out with them and you're like, oh, hey, I want to introduce you to this person or this person. So you bring them over. And then this IMA says, so what did you like best? Every once in a while, this guy's going to go, hey, you already asked me that question. Why are you asking me that question? Sometimes they'll say that. And all you need to do is put a big old smile on your face and say, oh, you noticed? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is a part of our system. And you know what I like about systems is predictable outcomes, right? This system is flat out working. So when you hear someone asking you that question, that's just a part of the system. The system's working. And when we talk about the system being the thing, we already talked in the meeting about how important it is to have a system working for you, bringing you money, instead of working in a system that brings someone else money. Right? So we're talking about a system. Yeah, the system flat out works. What'd you like best? Yeah, man. Remember when he told you that if you bring people next week, you can start getting paid next week? Yeah, this is the system we're talking about. Then they start to go, oh, and their question mark turns into an exclamation point. So what you're saying is I could bring people and make money? Yes, it's a system, right? Sometimes you'll bring a person and they'll get that question asked to them 5 or 6 times. So what did you like best? What did you like best? It's the same thing over and over, guys. Okay. Oh, we got some chats going on. Chat box, what's up? Joe. You're right, Joe. We need another line in here, don't we? So Joe's question is, okay, in the updated script, there's one extra line right in here. Right in here. Well, it sounds like we got to get you referring people to education. Sounds like we got to get you plugged into the study groups. We got to add a new line right here. And that line is, we'll need to get you started. We will need to get you started. We'll need to get you started. So how I get that to flow, Joe? What you're asking me? Okay, great. Sounds like we need to get you started then. It's always said with big smiles, right? Just assuming they're going to like it. I know, hey, don't assume. Assuming's bad, except for in sales. When you assume that they love it and that they're going to buy just like you, then they have to tell you no. But most people don't like telling you no, so they're just going to go with the assumption. So what'd you like best about what you saw? Oh man, I really like the that velocity banking. That stuff was awesome. Then you say, yeah, it was. Well, I guess it sounds like we've got to get you started on velocity banking, get some of those lines of credit set up. This is great. So, yeah, let's get you started. Do you know how you're paying for it? The 20,000. Do you know how you're paying for it? Right? Genuine questions. Do you know how you're paying for it? If you assume that signing up is normal, signing up is the next step, that's it. Okay, that sounds like we need to get you started then. That's awesome. Yeah, I got started. That person got started. Look at all these people that got started. Anyway, sounds like we need to get you started. Do you know how you're paying for it? That's what we asked. Do you know how you're paying for it? Do you know how you're paying for it? And then if they say no, then you say, well, great. We need to set up a one-on-one then. Let me show you how. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, gosh, Michael, it's just not that easy. You can't just go around and asking people if they know how they're going to pay for it. It's not that easy. Well, for some people, but I promise you, it's that easy. Think about it from the real estate perspective on this question, right? The real estate perspective. If you have something to offer, you're selling something, you're selling a house, you're putting a deal together, you talk about the deal, right? This fix and flip, the development, a business, buy and hold, whatever. You talk about the deal, then you ask about the deal. And then you're going to ask, it's like, think about it. You're sitting in the room, you just pitched a guy on a deal. Hey, if you buy this from me, you put these renters in it, it'll cash flow like crazy for you. So what do you like best about this property? Well, I do like the cash flow. Okay, great. How are you paying for it? Sounds like we should get you this property then. How are you paying for it? It's a totally common next step, typical question. But I may skip that question and they just stay in the la-di-da-di-da-di world. Oh, it's nice to think about. It's nice to think about. But no, we have to work. We got to actually pick it up. Do you know how you're paying for it? And you go, no, I need some help finding the money. It's all good, man. I know exactly how you feel. Eric felt the same way. What he found was that his one-on-one, he found the money to get started. So great, let's get this one-on-one set up. Right? I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Felt the same way. And what we found the money. Found. Oh, I know how you feel. Wanda felt the same way, and what she found was she made $100,000 in her first 11 months. Charlene, what's up? Michael, if you wanted to set up a one-on-one for yourself and not your advisor. Yeah, same thing. That's fine. If you don't want to use your advisor, it's all the same thing. I would still, well, great. Sounds like we need to get you set up on a one-on-one and just put your period right there. You're available tomorrow, Saturday, morning or afternoon. Great. And then you're still going to introduce your guest to somebody. It doesn't have to be your advisor. And I know a lot of you, your advisor isn't in the room you're in. They're out of state where you were recruited. So that's fine. So at that point, you would just introduce your guest to other people in the community. Hey, guest, this is Joe. Hey, guest, this is Susie. These people are great. And then you tell Susie, so Susie, my guest has a one-on-one with me tomorrow, 1 o'clock. We're gonna do a one-on-one with them. This will be awesome. And then Susie says, oh, that's great. I remember when I had my one-on-one. So if you don't want to use your 5-star or your advisor, or they're not there, then by all means handle it. That's what actually made me so good, was my advisor was too freaking busy for me. right? He had his own guests. Every week he was bringing people. He had his own guests. And so I'm like, he's got 4 or 5 guests for the weekend for himself. Then I'm like, well, I want to follow up. And he's like, okay, I could do one Saturday at 9 p.m. after all these other ones are. And I'm like, no, I'll just do it myself. I don't want to wait till 9 p.m. Just do it myself. That makes sense. And dollars. Okay. The fortune's in the follow-up, guys. It's a system. What'd you like best? It's a system. So sometimes in passing, when you're asking these people, what'd you like best? 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 When they say, so when they say like they really like the tax thing, oh man, saving a bunch of money in taxes, that's exciting. Say, yeah, man. Did you know that this education? Did you know this education is a write-off? This education is a write-off. And I'll say that, just by buying this education, you're already going to pay less in taxes. This will save you money in your taxes. Isn't that crazy? I think it's crazy. So this education is a write-off. Did you know that? And then they're going to go, really? Yeah. The did you know parts. Did you know this education is a write-off? And they're going to be like, wait. So you're going to teach me how to make money and I can write it off? Yeah, buddy. This education is a write-off. Okay. So who are you talking to today? Who are you going to talk to this afternoon? Who are you talking to tonight? Who are you talking to in the morning? Do you have your follow-ups booked? If you didn't do your follow-ups, if you didn't say this weekend, right? We all had events this weekend. Call them up today. As soon as we get off this call, call them up. Hey, Joe. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm calling to find out what you like best about what you saw last Thursday. I'm calling to find out what you like best about what you saw last Saturday. And I'll tell you again, this is about a 2 to 4 minute script. It's not very long at all. Fortune's in the follow-up. All right, follow-up. Let me look something up. We're going to switch topics real quick. Let me look something up. This is awesome. Okie dokie, artichoke. Don't have to party. Okay. I had something. Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay, while I'm looking this up, are there any questions about this follow-up script, when to use it, how to use it, how to share it, make sure you're getting the use out of it? Okay, here's what I'm proposing. I'm proposing that as you evolve, right? You're going to evolve more and more sophisticated. You're going to keep evolving. As that happens, not everyone is going to be the biggest cheerleader for you. Not everyone's going to even give a shit. So what I want you to imagine is this incredible, gigantic, huge skyscraper. There's a penthouse at the top, right, with beautiful windows. Right, penthouse up top. Then we got all these floors underneath, right? 10, 20, 30, 40 stories, who knows? The point is, you're down here at the very bottom and you're getting in the elevator. Right? So you're standing in this elevator and you're looking at the doors, you're just chilling in there. Right? We got on the wall here, we got all the buttons to pick. Picking the buttons. Okay, where are we going? Well, you're standing in here, and the door's open, and you and your homie are going up. Now, as you're going up this elevator, right, it's going up, you're talking about who you're becoming, who you're going to get to know, how you're going to build a better life for yourself, how you're going to advance your career, you're going to make more money, you're going to pay your mom's bills, whatever. This is you, and you're aspiring, and you're going up this building. And these are the friends you started out with, right? You didn't really pick your friends. Maybe you did, but most people are just friends by default from the radius in which they operate. They're just people around. Those are your friends. Okay. Well, now here you are. You've made a decision in your life to make a change. And now you're going up. And the elevator starts to move. Now we're going up a floor. And one of your friends goes, whoa, 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 whoa. What's happening? I'm not ready for this. What's happening? I didn't know we were moving. I liked what we were doing back there. Well, you went up a floor. And now this guy's like, you know what? I'm not comfortable with this. We need to turn this thing around and go back. This guy right here, he says, you need to go back. You need to go back. I'm not prepared for this. We got a lot of stuff we're leaving behind. We got to go back. Nope. Sorry, dude. And then the doors open. Cha-ching, the doors open. You could get off right now, but I'm going up. Now, here's my goal. My goal's up here. This penthouse is my goal. Well, he gets off. He says, okay, well, you're an idiot. I got to go back. That's what he's doing. Okay. Well, we just keep going up the floor. Bing! Now we're making money. We're about to take a vacation. And this guy over here, he's uncomfortable. And he's like, you know what? With all this work, I don't have enough time for video games. So I can't keep hanging out in this elevator with you. So I got to go. Well, when these doors open, and these people leave, well, guess what? New people show up. There were already people who were on this floor of life. And they meet you and they go, and they've decided also to raise the bar. Now, sometimes these people will be in your life for a week. And you go up the next level. Next. Right? Reading more books, taking more classes, trying new things, making more money, making more deals happen. And maybe this guy can't hang. He goes, well, that was the progress I wanted. He leaves the elevator. And you maybe what's challenging in this point is you maybe really developed a friendship with this person. Maybe you really like this person a lot. And they're going to say, well, if you want to hang out with me, then just stay on this floor. And again, you go, oh, crap, man. I already decided I'm going to the penthouse. I'm going to the top. So this person leaves your life. Okay. Then you keep going up the elevator. Next. And what's going to happen is there's just going to be this rotation of people who are going to come in and out of this elevator, in and out, depending on how much progress you're making and what they're psychologically ready for. You're going to meet people on different levels that have already been raising themselves throughout their life. And they're going to get on, and some people are going to get off, but you're just going to keep going up this elevator. You're going to keep going up. Sometimes, if you get lucky enough, sometimes there will be someone that you met on the very bottom floor that will go with you to the top. Don't expect it, though. It is very, very unlikely, because you met them at the bottom. It is very unlikely that your decision to rise to the top, their decision to rise to the top, and their commitment level to make it happen at the same time, it's very unlikely. So don't expect that because you started in this elevator of life with all these people, just because you started with them, has nothing to do with you ending with them. Okay? It is so unlikely that the people that you are up on these floors with, up here towards the top, they're not the same people you started with. Now, you know what I keep doing? What I keep doing is every time I hit a new floor, I will send the elevator back down, because I know there's still people waiting down here. Right? Now, whether they get on or not, that's a different story, whether they get on or not. But we sent it back down, and we'll continue to send it back down, right? That's the part of life. There's plenty of room up here. So as you're evolving, as you're taking on new experiences in life, people are going to come on and off the elevator, right? There might be people in your life for 1 day, and there might be people in your life for 1 year, and there might be people in your life for 10 years. And when I say in your life, it's also this elevator. They might only be on for 1 floor. You might have a really good connection with them, but they weren't ready to make as much progress as you. So sometimes you will ride many, many floors by yourself. You'll just be chilling in this elevator, whistling along, hum-de-hum-ho. But you got that penthouse button selected. You know it's coming. So what I'm saying is, if you find yourself in this elevator by yourself, you're in the elevator, that's part of the process. Sometimes those people were just not ready for the amount of progress that you were making on this elevator of life. Right? Now, getting to the top, again, that's who knows how long that's going to take. Who knows how many people are going to be in that elevator. For me, I want the elevator so jam-packed that it's like a party going on. There's just so many people, right? We're all experiencing prosperity. We're all riding up. Now, I'm not going to be living in a delusional world where I think that every one of my friends wants what I want for them, right? I want my friends in the elevator. I want them raising to higher points of life. I know their parents, and I know their parents need what we're doing, right? I want this for everybody. But I can't slow the elevator down because they're staying in the lobby. I got to keep this elevator going. There's other people waiting on these different floors to come in and out of my life, to come in and out of your life. So if you wait at the bottom and you're waiting for this guy to make a freaking decision in his life, maybe he's your best friend. But if you're waiting for him to make a decision, get on the elevator, there are already other people who've decided to be on this elevator of life and to be improving, and you're going to meet them along the way. The key is to not get attached to who's in the elevator. The key is to make sure you keep going up, but you keep sending that elevator back down, because some of those people will be ready a year from now, 6 months from now, 3 years from now. Just keep sending that elevator back down, right? Keep sending those messages to your peeps. Hey, come on up. It's just an elevator. Just get your ass in and push the button, right? And at some point, by the stature you've raised, as you keep going up, you will then be able to influence your friends more and more and help them change their life. But if you just go up one level and stop because none of your friends are up there, then what's going to happen is you're going to go, man, I don't know anyone on this level. I'm just going to go back to where I know everybody. Okay, that is not a decision. That is you just being curious. Oh, what is it like up a level? Don't be curious. decide, make a decision for your life that you're going to rise to the top. You're going to meet new people along the way. You're going to send the elevator back down for the other folks who missed it the first time, the second time, the third time, the 20th time. They need help. And let's not be surprised if some of them want to get off the elevator sooner than we thought. Right? There might be people in your life for a week, but you're not going to slow down that elevator's progress. Right? Your parents are counting on you to get to the top. Your grandparents are counting on you to get to the top. Right? Your brothers and sisters, your friends and family, your cousins, the people in your community, right? Your friend that lives down the street and her parents and their situation could definitely be improved if you help them get on this elevator too. So it's not just about you rising to the top. It's you're taking people with you. You're not surprised if people get off. You're not surprised if people get mad that you're accelerating. But it is top priority, top priority that you get to the top where you have the time freedom to help people. You have the money freedom to help people. You have the energy levels to help people. Okay, that's where we're going. That's what we're focusing on. That's why we're developing these systems. That's why we're developing our skills and developing each other. Okay, think about it. Bob Snyder made it to the top. Sent that elevator right back down to grab more of us. You need to be doing that same thing. If the people in your life are being assholes and they're not getting on the elevator, quit holding the door open. Okay, push that button, go up a level. The door will open automatically, and the people who are ready will walk in. Those might be your next customers walking in. They're ready to improve their lives too. You got to stay open with this, and it'll only work if you're in the elevator. Okay? You got to play. You got to be in the right place at the right time. You're here. You're in Renatus. You're with us. It's that right place. It's that right time. Call your friends. Let them know we're going up a level. If they're not ready, that's okay. We'll send the elevator back down. Time isn't for you. That's fine. But I'm not going to wait if you're not ready. I'm still going. My mom needs help. My grandma needs help. So I'm still going. When you make that decision, some of those people go, okay. Don't leave me. I'll come with. It's that decision. It's that seriousness. It's that commitment in your voice. I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to learn this follow-up script. I'm going to learn the presentation. I'm going to learn the comp plan. I'm going to learn how to do real estate. I'm going to learn how to do my taxes right. I'm going to learn how to do my life insurance. I'm going to learn it. I'm going to learn it no matter what. Figure it out. Stick with it. Don't be emotionally attached to the outcome. So we got nationals coming up in a couple weeks. Early bird pricing is over now. It's $350 to go. $350. Now sometimes we think $350 is not worth it because $350 is rent, right? Why would I go to this conference for 3 days when I could pay for a house for a whole month? Some of you, that's your rent, and I get it. Others of you might be confused at a $350 rent. It's out there. But when you're looking at making those decisions, when you're looking at making those decisions, should I, shouldn't I? Should I make the journey? I don't have the money, but I need to, but I can't. How do I? Ask for help. But making that decision, if you make the decision first and then ask for help, you get it. But if you ask for help without deciding, then people go, well, no, you don't know what you're asking for. You don't look sure. If I helped you, you don't look sure enough to follow through with my help, so I'm not going to do it. But if you make that decision, right, it's $300. Maybe you're going to call 10 people and ask them for $30. There's your $300, right? Maybe you're going to call 30 people and ask them for $10, right? Some of you guys, I promise, if you make that journey and you make that decision and you figure out how to get there, this will be the last year you ever have to figure out where $300 is coming from. This will be the last year you ever have to figure out if you're going to be able to afford a plane ticket or not. If you make that decision and you get there, you learn the systems, what Bob Snyder's made, what the team has made for you guys to use this product, This will be the last year you ever think that $300 is standing in the way of anything. You got to make that decision. Show up powerfully, stay committed, stay consistent, keep rising to the top, develop those skills. We'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful Money Monday. Stay focused, stay happy, stay healthy, stay wealthy. It's up to you. It's your life. Make a decision. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day.